You get the best out of others when you give the best of yourself. If people are criticizing your efforts, then this story is for you. Flies are flies. They don't spare anyone, not even the king of the jungle. And these flies bother the king especially when it's just sitting and doing nothing. But lions are just not bothered about them. They will simply lift their tail once in a while, swing it this way or that way to make the flies fly away, and then just forget about them. Just imagine what will happen if a lion decides to teach a lesson to these troublesome flies by trying to catch them and then kill them. Obviously, firstly, he will have to forget that he is a king. Instead, he would need to act like a monkey and then just run after these flies to catch them and kill them. Will he ever be able to do so? Of course not. Why? Why? Because most of the flies are near its tail, and hence if the lion has to catch these flies, he will need to reach his head closer to his tail, which obviously he cannot. And even if he could do that, he would still not be able to catch the flies because of the unique shape of its head and mouth. So, in case if a lion decides to kill the flies, he will keep running in circles, going round and round, reach nowhere, start looking funny, and finally collapse out of frustration. Sometimes this is what exactly happens in our lives too. There are so many small things happening in our life and bothering us. And what do? We forget as to what our life goal is. Instead, we start wasting our time and energy on them. In the end, we miss our goal, reach nowhere, and finally collapse out of frustration because it is just not possible to catch those flies. And remember, these flies bother the lion only when he is lying dormant. But when the lion is in action, up and running, these flies do not come anywhere close to the lion, and they can't also. So what to do? Just be aware of the fact. Be aware that flies do bother a lion, but only when he is sitting idle, dormant, and in an inactive state. But when he is active, up and running, the flies never come any close to him. Therefore, remain fully active, focused on your goal, and these small problems will stop troubling you, and you will be able to realize your main goal. And always remember, lions never bother about the flies.